In this video, we're going to continue topic 6.9 on U substitution. We are going to visit what inverse trigonometric integration looks like. And we could do this without U sub, but a lot of times we'll see a U sub in here, so that's why it's in this section. So steps to integration, first of all, of course, we have our basic integrals. That's the first thing that we want to look for. And then we want to look for a U sub. If that isn't working, then we're going to look for our arcs or our inverse trig. And then finally, if we can simplify it in some way. So there's actually 6 different inverse trig functions, but there's 2 that we're going to mostly see on our AP test. So we're going to focus in on those 2. If we're doing like a derivative or integral practice and you see the other ones come up, you might. But just know that these are the 2 that we're going to work with. So when we see 1 over the square root of a minus u, remember u is representing like an x and a is representing a number. That's the integral for arc sine. So it's arc sine of u over a plus c. And then when we see 1 over a squared plus u squared, without a radical over the top of it with a plus sign in it, again, a is a number and u is a variable, that is 1, we do 1 over a arctangent of u over a plus c. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of these, starting with number 19. I am going to start by moving that 4 out in front of the integral symbol, so I'd end up with 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared dx. Or actually, I could write that 1 squared minus x squared, because we can very easily see the a and see the u. It's got a radical over it, so it's definitely an arc sine. I'm going to drop that 4, so 4 arc sine of the u would just be the x, u would just be the x, and the a would be 1, and then plus c, and of course we could write that without the 1 underneath. All right, let's take a look at 20. 20 is a little bit different. It isn't quite set up in the right format, because I really want like a 1 on top, but I'm going to rewrite it just a bit so we can see maybe what the a squared and the u squared are. So x square root of 3 squared minus x squared squared dx. So you'll notice that my u is actually x squared, and we actually do need a u substitution on this one. So let's try that. If I use u as x squared, that means that du is equal to 2x dx. So I notice I have the x in the dx part. I do not have the 2. So I'm going to do this one just a little bit different, because I'm going to make it a little shorter for ourselves. So I'm going to put a 2 on the inside on the top and a 2 on the outside on the bottom. So that is just like multiplying through by 1. All right, so let's rewrite it a little bit and substitute in the u's that we have. So 1/2. We know that we've got the square root of 3 squared minus, and then the u is going to go in for the x squared, and then the 2x dx is getting replaced with du, or 1 over 1 du. And now I exactly have an arc sine, so I'm going to use the arc sine. So I keep that 1/2 that's out in front. I have to do arc sine of u, which is just u, over a, which is 3, plus c, and then I'm going to come back to my u substitution, and I am going to replace the u with x squared over 3 plus c.